Boom to the 200 SMA. I talked about the 200 SMA. I'm not open. Oh my God. I said this is a possibility. We could bunch up and go right to the 200 SMA. Jesus Louises. Woo! Sorry about that. If I blew out your earlids, I am so sorry about that, but that is insane. I just took a shower. I jumped out of the shower and Bitcoin was out of the moon. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Woo! Woo! Oh my God, it's gonna be a crazy live. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here's our Bitcoin update. Waking up grateful. Right when I do my Bitcoin up in my green box. Definitely hit, kind of had a shoulder. It's messy and low. Got barely overbought. In my humble opinion, very clear. There's a rising wedge. Overbought 15. An insane short squeeze. We get a dump. It's also balanced. I like what I'm seeing. It's not amazing, but we have CPI data. It's simple. That's it. Before. The one good thing about Bitcoin is see how these moving averages are getting tight. Many times I see us push up to. Hold up. I mean, you got to see this. This is insane, what I said here. And, dude, look at this. Watch this. Watch this. To the 200 SMA. Regardless of Bitcoin, and see how these moving averages are getting tight? Many times I see us push up to the 200 SMA. Regardless of what I see in the momentum indicators, we just pump up. I wouldn't be surprised if this double bottom played out to the upside. It's a cup and handle, too, as well. Bam! Bam! Yo, it's just crazy, bro. My mind, man. And then to see what actually happened, it did exactly what I talked about. Like, this is nuts. This is nuts. I love this life, baby. I love this life. My goodness. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're with the Crypto Lifer. Thank you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Thank you for giving yourself the education. The more people that are educated, the more people can become financially free. The more people can begin to grow their own food. The more we can all begin to take our life in command. Do not live in fear. The WF is not going to control you. You are not going to eat bugs. You are not going to live in a totalitarian government where you have to get your passport checked every 5 seconds. We will prevail. We will prevail! Freedom will win, baby! Nothing will stop us. I will push forward to the end of time with God's words and with positivity, and we will win this battle every single day, baby. Every single day on my life. I will put my life on the line every single day. I love each and every one of you. May God bless you all. May God bless you all. Let's jump into the markets. Let's get into it. Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's go. Let's get going, baby. Let's get motivated. Let's get going. This is more than the charts. This is so much more than the charts, and you and I both know it. Today is a big day. Happy Valentine's Day to each and every one of you. May God bless you all. May you share a wonderful time with your loved ones. May you cherish, if you do have a loved one in your life, blessings on blessings. Let's have a big sip of the lemon water. Let's decalcify that pineal gland. Let's get ready to take our life by storm. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Babe, I think I'm going to need another jar of water for the show. I'm going hard today. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's jump into the charts. Let's break it down. I hope you're motivated. I hope you're ready. I hope you feel the love, baby. Let's go. You can do anything you want with love. Love is the strongest frequency in the world. And I love each and every one of you beautiful people. Phantom up 13%. H-Bar up 11%. GRT up 12%. Sol, Sand, ADA, everything moving. Money flowing into the cryptocurrency market. Dovish signs after the CPI data came out. And, you know, just money flowing into the market. Bang, 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 bang. All right? So far, so good. Let's take a look at the charts. And I got something I want to talk about. My trading group. If you're in my trading group, you get an update every single day. All right? Every single day, every single morning when I wake up, I'm dedicated to bringing you my updates, to bringing you my love, to bringing you what I see in the charts. Okay? And I have a beautiful file here I'm going to open up. And somewhere right here, look, it did break out. Watch this. 4 hours overbought too as well, but it's down 68% of the time. You're looking for a light, get a crazy, breaks down 68% of the time. Inside nowhere. It's for this data to come out. See how not as one. Where do I find this? 40-minute can maintain to the. Right I like what I'm seeing. CP be lower. That's simple. That's exactly. We're going to turn this up. Make it complex. That's it. Many times I see us. Watch this. All right? Watch this. Otherwise, the Fed's going to have to tighten again and then maybe raise rates.
7:30 in the morning.
The one good thing about Bitcoin is see how these moving averages are getting tight? Many times I see us push up to the 200 SMA. Regardless of what I see in the momentum indicators, we just pump up. I wouldn't be surprised if this double bottom played out to the upside. It's a cup and handle too as well. Here's a cup. There's kind of an extended handle. It did break out. All right. 4 hours overbought too as well, but it's, you know, it could.
Bam. You see that? You see what I just said? I would not be surprised if we pumped up to the 200 SMA. What did we do? We did exactly that. We did exactly that. That's exactly what we did, everybody. And I'm not trying to say, but I'm just saying if you stay in my trading group, you're going to hear things and learn things that you're not going to know if you're not in the trading group. This took me years to figure out. This is my crazy brain seeing things from a different perspective. I don't know how many people said that. I don't think that was out on YouTube. I don't know. And who cares? It doesn't matter. It's about our little community and what we're doing. But, I mean, you can see clearly that I had a big inkling that we could get a massive candle right to this level. How did I know that? Am I psychic? I don't know. Sometimes I think it has something to do with psychic behavior. I have no clue. I do not know. It's strange to me. But somehow, some way, we get a move. And that was insane. Insane. The 15-minute was low. We got what I call a 15-minute Hail Mary. And I go over this a lot. We look at BOOKMAP. with BOOKMAP. It shows us the short squeezes. Bang, bang, bang to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live super chat. Solana, Lakochi Coker. And I just want to share this moment with everybody. I want to share this moment with everybody who here saw me buy Bitcoin. All right, 21,008. I mean, I'm only up a little bit, but again, we're continuing to grind. We're putting our money where our mouth is. I'm putting my big time cash Isha on the line every time I'm here on the live showing you where my money's going. No, I'm not going to perform those updates right now. Tomorrow or in the middle of the day. All right, I'm talking about BOOKMAP. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. I like to work out from 9:30 to 10, worst time for most people, but I set my trades. I look at the market. I'm usually working out 9:30 to about 9:15 to 9:45, and then I'm jumping in the shower. So I was in the shower when this pump happened. I got out of the shower and I saw 200, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, 21,200. We dumped down to 200. And then my mom said, no, that was 21. And I said, wait, that number's not the same. And I said, wait a second. And then you guys saw me, I wilded out on the microphone. I'm an energetic guy. My reactions are full of energy. It is what it is. So look, this is saying we're going to 22,500. That's our biggest order. That's our next sell wall likely to happen. We would have seen a massive short squeeze had I had BOOKMAP on, but I did not have it on. This is showing us the orders on the order books, everybody. BOOKMAP, link in the description below. You can't get it any less expensive than I offer it in my link, so check it out. I'm very close with the owner and founder of BOOKMAP, the team that does the marketing, and Bruce over there that runs operations on the Discord and the YouTube. So shout out to everybody here, all the BOOKMAP family, and God bless the whole BOOKMAP team. I love you. Thank you for reaching out to me and bringing me into the family. I'm super excited. So look, two big orders here waiting for us. 22.4 and 22.5. It's likely we hit those orders. I see no other orders to the downside. So we'll go from there. Remember, don't get too excited. The 1 hour is overbought. All right. But shout out to West Sailor. Shout out to Bit Free Shop. Shout out to Brick Dorsey in the house. Brick, baby. I love you. Shout out to JDAG. Shout out to Cryptoholic Love. Shout out to Gina Bobina. Shout out to Type Crow. Guns and Loaded. Jonah Lange. J-Log. Smoke Sajan. Shout out to Ada Daly. I like that. Shiba. Shout out to Jay Bella. Wow. Shout out to Druid Crypto. All my Blue Crew coming on. Jamie in the house. Every single one in the Blue Crew. Thank you for being here. Damian K. Street Strolling Style. I like that with the alliteration. The British Perspective. Eel Lyric. Hunches. FB Get Money. Shout out to Beanbag in the house. VK. Ayo. Shout out to Gat T. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Stefan Inu, Vincent Mark, Jonah Lange, Randy Abraham, and more. I could go through the whole list, but then we probably wouldn't have a show. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. So if you're in my trading group, you got this wacky, strange update from a man called the Crypto Lifer. And the man said, when these moving averages get tight, you're likely to pump up to the outlying 200 SMA. We've done this on the daily now. We've done this on the 22. We've done it on the 4. It happens on almost every single time frame. Look, I showed you shift yesterday. Look, I'm going to split the screen and blow your mind. See, anyone can show you the charts. Can you get anomalies given to you from back? Just, this is amazing. So was it SHFT shift? Shifty McGifty. All right. And let's put it on the daily time frame. Shift on the daily. So look, yesterday we hit this for gains, and we talked about how it was likely to pump up to the 200 SMA because look, the daily was tight, and this was the outlier. Do you see something similar between these two pictures? Anyone? Anybody? Does anybody see? I'm giving you my special sauce. I shouldn't even give this away. A lot of traders know this, but a lot of people don't understand what's happening here. You can. I've traded this blind, all right? You just put your money down and you wait for it to hit the 200 SMA, and eventually it does. Again, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Does anybody see a similarity between these two things? All right? Anybody? Anybody? Look, don't they look exactly the same? I learn how to trade assets amongst assets. I extrapolate data amongst all channels of data. I can go through stocks and learn how to trade crypto with it. I can go through crypto and learn how to trade stocks. I can do Forex. I can show you this information on multiple. Watch, do you want to gasp? I'm going to make you gasp. Let's go to Tesla. Let's find this same thing on Tesla. You're going to be like, no, this man's a magician. What is this man doing? He's out of his mind. And team, this should be extrapolated. Even if it's far-winded, it should be cut up nicely. And then someone should be like, dude, look at this, look at that. We should work on, I got to have a team meeting. We're going to be like so efficient this month. I'm so sparked. I'm just so sparked recently. So look, we'll find this. Here it is in the 4-hour, right here. The moving averages got tight. And what did you do? You blasted up to the 200 SMA because it was the outlier. All right? I'm just telling you, you see this all the time. All right? Understanding this will change your life forever. All right? If we can get back to the present moment in time. I went that far back on Tesla that it brought us back on Bitcoin. Anyway, what I just showed you should blow your mind. It should change your life forever. You can use this one tip and trick to make so much money over time if you understand what's going on. And I teach my students this stuff every single day. I'm giving it away for free right now. I shouldn't. I should hide this only in the trading group and make you pay for it, but I don't do that. I don't do that because I truly love the human race and I want everybody to understand that they can find a way to live without having a boss putting their foot on their neck every single day and telling them what to do. All right? So understand these concepts. Even the fact that my mind can understand how to teach this stuff is a gift. Like, I love showing you this special sauce. So shout out. So you could tell it wasn't an accident. All right? There's also kind of a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder vibe there even after the CPI. So what they love to do is push the price one way just to get everyone to jump on in one way and then fly the price the other way. All right? Now, this was a rising wedge, 68% chance it broke to the downside, and we did break down. All right? But then you had to see, my whole thing is once we got back inside this pattern, you have to believe that we could go. And then when the CPI data started to reverse, boom, to the upside. Let's take a look at the consumer price index data here. All right? People thought it would be up about, I think, a 6.3, right? So, changed a little bit. Also, crazy news, too. Look, there was a movie called White Noise where there was a train derailing with toxins in Ohio. Filmed in Ohio, right? Many of the extras were locals from East Palestine who were in the film. Months later, they did the same thing in real life. I find that insane. And you know what? Moment of silence like we do for all disasters and things going on. Moment of silence for East Palestine. And honestly, talks of that getting into the Mississippi River, affecting 6 states, 30 million or more different people. I don't know if the water's safe to drink. This could be a serious national emergency. Somehow our own government hasn't even come out and really talked about it, right? We had people in transportation not even bringing up a train derailment while they were having a press conference. Insane. I don't know what's going on. But moment of silence right now for everyone that may have gotten hurt, may have sipped that water, may be sick, or even if you lost a dog, lost cattle, people, there's fish dying in the water. I'm watching Twitter. It's pretty insane. I don't want to fearmonger, so, we'll all keep as the information comes. But it's up to the people at this point. The news really doesn't tell you what you want to know. The people are on boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. So moment of silence for Ohio and for all of America. I'm saying prayers that this gets cleaned up and we find, there's some positive that comes out of this. I don't know how. Dear Lord, may you bless everyone that believes in you. May you bless all the beautiful spirits that live in love. May you bless everyone that wants to help everyone else and push forward with positivity, energy, and light. May you help all the light workers, the Galactic Federation of Light, and everybody out here blend together and begin to push back the demons and the negative energy that encompasses our planet, our earth, and our country. May you unite us. May you make us free. May crypto follow through with its true rule of decentralization. May it free us from the parasitic banking system, and may it come to fruition through Satoshi Nakamoto's full plan. Amen. All right, everybody. And, you know, I don't normally pray like that. I don't know what came over me, but it is what it is. So it is what it is. So I just did whatever kind of came to me at the moment. I didn't really think about it. All right, let's jump on in back to Bitcoin. So I'm a little crazed right now. We got that huge pump. Things have changed. We got the double bottom. We broke above. Remember my green box? We need a daily candle or 4-hour candle to close above my green box. I think that checks off the list. We broke through this high. I believe that checks off the list. This is a beautiful sign for Bitcoin. I like what I'm seeing for BTC. All right. Let's break down the 1-hour time frame, the 15-minute, and let's get back into brass tacks as we do every single day. Okay. And Joshua, my team took care of you. Did my team take care of you? Team, every when I do the, like, you know, he won something, you know, just email Jamie, and Jamie just email my wife, and then my wife takes care of it. He kept emailing me back and forth. That just, you know, he should be able to go to one person and done, right? I mean, I just want to make sure he's taken care of. That's the most important thing. That he got, you know. All right, thank you so much. Sorry, Jamie. God bless. Sorry about it. I won't mention it again. Definitely some crazy things going on. To me, it seems like they are trying to distract us from something, but that is for another time at another place. XEN going again. Yeah, and I have XEN. I'm looking at it. The thing just looks like it can't stop. Out of control, and we're all over it here on the trading group. So another winner. We'll take a look at XEN. Thank you for bringing that up. So we had a huge pump. All right. I mean, what a massive move here for CPI data, you know, and, you know, they're going to come talk and say, oh, we're not going to raise rates. It's showing signs that inflation is slowly simmering down slightly. And, you know, there were some things that were up, though. Food up 6.4, right? And we were expecting lower. So, you know, against expectations, you know, slightly bearish, but I think people were expecting more bearishness, or they just don't care anymore. You know, they believe the Fed has no choice but to loosen up. So we were expecting 6.2, 6.4 though. So, you know, however, if we look at some key data, fuel oil down -1, that's a good sign. Used cars and trucks down. So why are they down so much? I guess people got money, wanted to starting buying new cars again. They didn't have to search for old cars because inventory's back. That makes sense. Inventory's back in new cars. It got to the point I gave my mom a used car that I got from a family friend. We even were part of the whole used car thing. It was funny. So they were around. Medical care services down slightly, but look, food at home up 0.5%. Food away from home up 0.4%. Energy still going up, you know, but clearly not as high as it was going up earlier too. So that's a good sign too that the movement isn't as high. All right. So the food index increased 0.5% in January, and the food at home 0.4% over the month. 4 of the 6 major grocery store food groups index increased over the month. The index for the other food home rose 0.7% in January. The index for meats, poultry, fish, and eggs increased 0.7% over the month, as the index for eggs rose 8.5%. The index for cereals, bakery products rose 1% over the month. All right. Sell gold, buy chickens, amen. I got them on special for $4.29. Butter, $8. I buy all my stuff overpriced from a farm anyway. Like, the farm charges, like, you know, I buy tubes of butter, Vermont tubed butter. You know, my butter comes in large tubes, like long, thin tubes. What's the name of it, babe? Vermont?
What?
Creamery, right?
Where?
Oh, you coming with the water, babe?
Yes, I will.
You are a blessing. Come here, give me a hug.
We're going to celebrate Valentine's Day with brunch.
We are, right? I'm taking you to brunch, babe. And I'm buying you a bunch of roses. So overall CPI data was good, but I like what this man's saying. Overall CPI data moved down to 6.4 in January, the 7th consecutive decline in year-over-year rate of inflation, and the lowest level since October of 2021. U.S. core CPI ex food and energy moved down to 5.6, the 4th consecutive decline year-over-year rate, and the lowest since November of 2021. It's a good sign. And I like what he's saying here. He said third-month annualized U.S. CPI is now negative, and 6-month annualized CPI is just 0.3%. The M2 money supply is declining. Inflation has already rolled over, Deflation, not high inflation, will soon be the concern. The Fed is way behind the curve, rate cuts to come. And so they're going to have to go even lower, maybe even a negative rate hike to battle. They might have to get inflation back up because of deflation is so bad. I'm telling you, they might have overrun us the other way, which is going to be really good for our markets. We could see a massive rally. So let's talk about it now. The 1 hour was been overbought for like a day now. So you knew even if we got this pump, and a lot of times you do get the resistance of the 200 SMA. Let's take a look at our 4 hour. Did we come back? Look, the 4 hour also got a resistance of the 200 SMA. So both time frames hit the 200 SMA. I find that very, very interesting, right? Great place to take profits, great place to buy into a bounce. This is a double bottom. It played out to the upside. We talked about this yesterday. I drew it. I went over it. I gave you the scenarios. We got above the point of control. We were gone. I can't guarantee I predicted this. There was no way of knowing what was going to happen on CPI day to day. I did say be careful. Watch the markets. Let's see what happens and let the dust settle. I was personally in trades that I benefited from this move because I stay in a trade. If I've been in 4 or 5 days, I'm not going to leave the trade. So I stayed in my trades regardless of what happened here, and they recovered nicely to the upside. So, yeah, I was down in a couple of the trades too. There was a lot of fear in the market. Let's see, though. We're starting to lose steam pretty fast here. With the 1 hour selling off, it's overbought. The 15-minute is overbought. I do not open trades when the stochastics are high on the 15-minute. So, what do we say? What do we do? Well, it's simple. Let's retrace. Let's begin again. I'm going to start fresh. I love starting fresh after a move like such. I'm going to delete all my work on Binance, and we're going to begin again. You're going to see a man start from a blank check, a fresh page, and we're going to begin to look at what's happening here in the data for cryptocurrency and the markets. What this also does is solidifies the bottom here for the daily, in my humble opinion, giving us a pretty good idea to load up on Bitcoin in a trend analysis. I'm going to break down trend analysis for you in a split second. I've done this before, but let me do it again. I don't mind reiterating and continuing to, when I learn things, my mentor had to really hammer them in over and over again. I have to reteach a lot of the things that I teach on this live stream over and over again in order to get them through for people to see what's going on, right? Shout out to the 584 beautiful souls in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. And if you were in my trading group this morning, you would have been privy to what happened. It would have been a surprise to you when you saw the 1 hour pump to the 200 SMA. You would have been spot on with that idea. You would have been like, wow. So I think that's pretty cool. You pay $270 a day and you end up getting amazing information that keeps you spot on and knowing what's happening in the markets. Not surprised, not amazed, and you have the information you need to stay calm, cool, and collective and not make emotional decisions. So that's really the point of it all. Remember, I teach class today from 3 to 5:30 every single week. I teach class consistently, just like I live stream. Understand the indicators, get a 9-point checklist, get a PowerPoint that I've made for you to go through before you enter any single trade. Get 2 sheets that you can leave on your desk to reference fast and get you going. Fastest way for you to get yourself to the next level. I've had people take this class and turn themselves into great traders within 9 to 10 months. So, hey, fastest I've ever seen people really get it. They take the class, they get situated, they get to the next level. So, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in. So, look, trend analysis, high. You get your low. You get your higher high, your HH. You get your lower low. You get your higher high, higher low. Sorry, higher low. You get your higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, end of the trend. Been a beautiful trend this whole time. The second you make a lower low, you assume you make a lower high, and you're done. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. Rising wedge, break to the downside. It's a wrap, right? So, what I want you to see is, bear with me. We're going to flip this upside down. Many people have seen this, but bear with me. So in a downtrend, low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. All you need is a higher high to break the trend. Once you break the trend, you make a higher low. That is the load up point for a massive rally to the upside for gains. That's where a smart trader loads up on the trend for a move, okay? Shoulder, head, and shoulder the other way. Interesting, right? So look, we're back up now. We're going to look at the trend we're in now and compare that information. Everybody see what we just did? Did everybody take in that information? It was calm, clear, and collective. The music was good for focus. We're ready to go. All right? Looks like we may lose 22K in a second. We're going to get back to the temporal movement of Bitcoin. Do not worry. So here we go. We start a downtrend just like we were in the uptrend. High, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low. Kind of on par, higher low, higher high, lower low. You should come up and make a lower high and then begin a lower low, and that begins the downtrend. But it's the other way around. We have broken this high. We have broken the trend, in my humble opinion. It is this right here and this right here is exactly the same as this right here and this right here. I see no difference. And that marked the beginning of a massive change in trend. All right? So I'm seeing possibility of a move to 30K based on this trend analysis idea. And this is something you'll learn in multiple, from trading multiple markets in your life. All right? Shoulder, head, and a shoulder could be getting made here. All right? Another idea. A slanted, uptrending cup and handle is getting made here. Massive indications of a move back to about 30,000. Okay? That's not a smiley face. I should draw a little tongue there. You guys want a nose, right? Anyway, so you should have goosebumps. You should be shaking in your boots. You should be freaking out. You're watching someone who's done this for years and years and years just show you some deep insight. Golden cross. People telling you the golden cross doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. I would go back and back test that on every asset you've ever found. You will see that 90% of the time, a golden cross on the daily did perform nicely for a massive move to the upside. So the idea is to long Bitcoin right here on the daily time frame. Forget about all the other time frames. Who cares at this point? The daily's oversold. Find support right here. 2.42 risk reward ratio. You could cut it a little bit to there. You can get the 3-to-1. And I love this track, and it's coming on. So, this is an idea here. This is a trade. Long-term Bitcoin hold trade, 34% gains for Bitcoin. This would be a massive move to the upside. All right? This is on the table. We're going to keep this out. This is a simple idea. Entry, stop loss, take profit. It is what it is. The bigger moves today are showing me signs that the bigger trend is beginning to hold. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed. Nothing. We could dump in 2 seconds. Anything could happen. Not financial advice. I'm just watching this Bitcoin one-day trade. We're going to keep this on ice here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab it. Horizontal line, long position. And I'm just going to put this in a group. We're going to name that group BTC Daily Trade to 30K. And we're just going to have that on ice. Whenever we want, we can just whip that out and show this idea here. All right. It's getting well protected. We got a nice bounce off of the support zone. So now let's break down what's happening for Bitcoin today. What do I see happening for Bitcoin today? We're losing levels again. They're flying all over the place. Back to 21,009 pretty fast. Right. So I said not to rejoice. The 1 hour's overbought. Right. Which you knew was going to come down. So we got a pump. But, and again, today's going to act a lot like a Monday. False move. You got emotions. Whenever there's emotions, they're going to use those emotions in their favor to play games. All right? To play games. So, and that just is what it is. All right? So still in a flag here on the daily. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. Simple measured move would get you up here like so to the next target at 25,000, all right? And we deal with the next resistance point. RSI has a hidden bullish divergence as it is sharply swinging to the downside while price action is still swinging to the upside. That is called a hidden bullish divergence. It plays out for me in my life since I back about 90% of the time. It's very accurate. But again, you'd have to back test that yourself and find that out. Very accurate indicator. You're the indicator. You find this divergence. You can find indicators that do it for you, but you become this divergence. All right? You end up becoming the divergence on your own. All right? I believe there's an indicator here that does help you find divergences. Divergence for many, V3. This thing's pretty sweet. It'll find a lot of divergences for you and mark them. Help you understand divergences, really. It'll teach you, but you kind of want to be able to do it yourself. All right? You want to be able to do it yourself. Look, it didn't cut. It's not catching this hidden. It caught that one right there on that bottom, though. Pretty interesting. I keep a divergence indicator also on my divs, stochastics RSI with divs. It also shows divergences. However, I found my own and became very efficient at finding divergences. For instance, there was a bearish divergence here that you saw me talk about over and over again for Bitcoin, right? And eventually would play out as we drop to the downside. So don't worry, we're going to zoom in. We're on the daily right now. We're giving you your bigger idea here on this, So resistance, support. We're SR flipping 21,500 so far. We've tested it. We didn't break. We held it. Really good sign. Daily oversold. MACD wanting to turn. The daily looking pretty nice to me. The 22-hour has the same type of vibe, like it wants to make a move back to 25,000. All right. Some could say, okay, shoulder, head, shoulder. All right. I'm open-minded. I'll give you that. It's a little far-fetched, but I'll give you it. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour. Take a look here. Let's not talk about anybody else's channel. God bless them all. God bless them all. So let's take a look here at what's happening. I also haven't taken a day off since February of 2021. I mean, you know what I mean? I haven't taken one day off. Like, people respect that. You know what I mean? People respect that. I was live streaming while my wife was giving birth in the hospital. You can find it. It's March of 2021. I'm in the hospital. My daughter's getting born. It's March 1st. And I'm live streaming from the nurses are walking behind me with masks on, and I'm live streaming. I don't take days off. I take this very seriously, that I have a trading group, that people pay for my services. I take it very seriously. We're going to rip. Look at the DXY. Mad respect, lifer. Happy V-Day. Likes or lows, smash the likes, peeps. Everybody, let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. But let me get back into the zone. I don't care about the likes. I don't care. I got to get back into the zone. I'm doing my thing right now. I do this for me as much as I do it for you. I'm finding my motion in the ocean inside of my brain. I need the bacon on the beach, and I need that heavy discipline and focus right now. So look, moving averages are getting tight on the 4-hour time frame. When moving averages get tight, it's a very good sign of a big move to the upside. So this is telling me that I wouldn't be surprised if we got a move to the upside. All right. Also, now look at this on the 4-hour time frame. Let's zoom in here. And really, I mean, technically that's a swing down, and you got a sharp swing up. You have bullish divergence on the 4-hour right there. That's amazing too. So bullish divergence on the 4-hour. You got indecision doji. You got a gap in the VRVP here on the 4, which you can enter back into, get above, and that will gap you right back up to this point of control. You'll gap down you'll gap back up just as far, and we have a possible inverted Bart Simpson. See that? Double top, double bottom. I mean, it's a clear double bottom. It looks just like a double top. I like flipping things upside down to give myself unbiased perspective. It's a really good thing to do. Flip it upside down to give yourself unbiased perspective. Shout out to the 700 beautiful people on the live. 300 likes. We have 400 beautiful souls on the live that just are afraid of that like button. Don't worry, it won't hurt you. It's the best thing you ever did. Hit that like button. It helps pump your own bags, as I say all the time, because the more people that know about crypto and come to my channel, the more people are going to buy cryptocurrency. If you want to get out in a huge bull market, then you want a lot of people to get into crypto. So the more you hit the like, the more people get hit by the algorithm, by whatever random video they're watching, and they get brought into cryptocurrency. The more people pump your actual bag. So if you hit the like button, you pump your bag. So pump your own bag and hit the like button. It's the smartest thing you could do for yourself. It would be counterintuitive not to hit the like button. Even if you despised me and you watch me out of complete just obsession, which I'm sure happens for some people. You're in a weird spot. You don't know why you watch me, but you have to anyway. Even then, hit that like button. It still helps you pump your own bags. All right. So sad to say, we got all the way to a high of 22,280. I did say to be careful. Let's not get too excited. And lo and behold, we had just a quick dump right back to the downside. This V-shaped recovery right back down. We call this a whipsaw. All right. Up and down movement, and we're giving most of it back. I would like to just see us hold this point of control here at 21,800. That's all that I really care about. But it is sad. It would have been nice to flag out here and not lose the momentum so fast. You can clearly think we're still inside this channel, and we could now end up here down at the bottom of this channel. So we have to heed the fact once in a pattern, we could end up somewhere here. It would be our next stop if we begin to lose levels. So this is our bearish scenario. We get rejected and we fall down here to the bottom of this pattern. We hold 21,200, but we come down here. Now, there's a lot of chop here that could save us, and there's a point of control. So there's some good support before we get there. But that's basically our worst case scenario. Then we'll go from there, and we'll find bear flags. We'll figure it out and see if we go lower. But we'll cross that bridge when it is time. We take a look at BOOKMAP, and what are they doing to the liquidations here? So they liquidated some shorts. Then they liquidated a bunch of longs. Look at that. They just nailed. Look at 70,000. All the people that jumped in 100x, 50x, they all just got absolutely liquidated. People that decided to trade CPI data on a whim and emotion, not a smart idea. I like to watch everyone get liquidated first, check out our levels, see where we stand, and then begin to see what's happening in the market. This is okay. I mean, I'll do something like this. Then can we make this? As long as we flag out in some fashion, I'll be happy. And I'd like to see us hold this new resistance here. Support area 21,900 and hold 21K. So right now we're going to see if, if we can hold these zones. I was like, where's my... Well, so the 5 minute suggests that we do kind of make some... we just kind of do this. So I'm going to watch this flag on a smaller time frame. And it may not be this long by any means. Could be smaller. So we're going to watch Bitcoin in this flag, see if it could hold this level that we got and hold 22,000, bouncing all the way back up to 22,007. The volatility is real. And I told everyone to be careful today. The volatility was going to be insane. Definitely strap on and get ready for a ride of your life, because CPI data day always tends to create some movement. All right. Also, I believe they're going to be talking about crypto today at 10:30 in the morning. Another kind of, little talk, or maybe they already had it, and that's kind of why we had our bump back to the upside. Honestly, beach bacon sounds like a bad idea. Sandy bacon, no thanks. Oh, come on. You can always just dip it right in the water, and then you got salt on it, and you're ready to go. Then you bring some maple syrup, and you stand in the ocean. You dip the bacon in the ocean, right? Which gets the sand right off immediately. So don't be a Nancy. And then you pour on the bacon. You pour and 677, just have to always accentuate the 77. Shout out to the 677 beautiful souls on the live. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. You're amazing people. All right. Follow me on Twitter. About to hit 11,000 followers on Twitter. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. All right. And let's go revisit the Twitter that we talked about yesterday that we would revisit today. Shout out to Miss Teen Crypto. Appreciate that. I wanted to get 100 comments and 50 retweets. I don't know why we didn't. Do you like to tell people about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin? Share a quick story. Best story wins 1 free month of my trading group. Let's go. 100 comments, 50 retweets. Let's go. Yes, absolutely. I'm taking the responsibility to show my friends it can change their lives. Right now, it's a joke and they don't believe. Been studying and learning since November of 2021. Started buying at the highs. I listen to videos on YouTube and learn during the workouts. I'm all in. I wear my XRP dog tags everywhere I go, and it always sparks a conversation. One of my coworkers took what I said to heart and got in a few decent airdrops and then started trading from there. Now he has a nice portfolio and hasn't used a single penny of his own money. Look at that. He got into crypto without even having to put any of his own money. Airdrops helped him out, and he began to move. Dogecoin, KuCoin trending. I like to see KuCoin trending. We'll see what's going on with it. I usually discuss random topics of interest with my friends and slide crypto and tech into the mix and always end up proving Bitcoin is the solution to all financial problems we face in African countries. I live in California. My good friend lives in Illinois, and we text each other every day, multiple times a day. But it's all about crypto, new project, charts to be looking at, NFTs, specifics, and tech. People to follow, macro news, and UFOs. We're going to make each other rich. Shout out to Harry Loafs. I know what you're doing. I appreciate it. That was me and my buddy XRP Muser before I got heavily into the channel. Abdullah was talking to a friend today at a bank I'm working in and telling him the possible potentials of crypto in the future. While doing so, an alert rang from my phone, and it turned out that I had hit my stop loss for Orachain. My friend literally looked at me, and I just saw, you're funny. I had a Methodist pastor tell me about Bitcoin in 2013. In Wells Fargo, he was closing his accounts because he had bought at 50. Wife blessed said, no way. Now I'm investing with the divorce settlement and giving back to my family. You're funny. I involved all 6 brothers and sisters and a lot of friends and relatives in Scallop. It's just a matter of time until we fly. Go Scallop. Elrond guy. Interesting. He's all about Scallop. No lie. I was staying with a family on January 29th. I was 3x my money. I went on a show, and one of my members, they got upset I was disturbing their TV show, and they started to yell and disrespect me and got into an argument. I asked to leave. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I can't stop talking about 8. I was able to convince both of my skeptical parents that the dollar is dying and our current situation is broken. Now they both have Bitcoin and a couple alts. Emery Thompson. Tree City West. Is the Delph DeFi. Chris Daps. Vitality. Wow, a lot of answers here. Jim Caulfield was telling a group of people at my bar just last night about how these NFL refs must get paid millions in crypto to blow the games. Oh my God. Dude, and I mean, a lot of people felt. All right, so here we're going to scroll, wherever it stopped. Hillbilly Hipster. The Hillbilly Hipster, you have won. We'll reach out to you. Hillbilly Hipster, a 1 free month in the trading group. Let him know. If he's in the trading group, we can pass off one of those months, but let him know. Hillbilly Hipster. Wish I had a cool story to share. I guess I just got tired of nobody listening. They have the same info I do, so it's on them. I'd rather put my efforts elsewhere, you know. And his story wasn't the greatest, but hey, he got randomly picked by the move. And let's get back into the charts. So we're going to watch this flag on the 1 hour and the 15-minute time frame. If we stay in this flag and we reset, very, very bullish sign for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. Very bullish sign for Bitcoin. Now, the 4 hours overbought. I'd like to see it reset. However, we're getting above a support and resistance area. As long as the 4 hours stays above 21,900, we could be all right. You know what I mean? There is a chance that we're just channeling and we come back all the way to the bottom of this channel at 21,181. That wouldn't be the worst. We would still solidify this support and resistance flip. This daily would still be okay. And that would be the shoulder, the head, and possibly a right shoulder here that would blast us to the upside as well. So, you know, so again, today looks like a sideways day for Bitcoin. It's good for the alts that we got to pump. This is going to bring a lot of love back into the market. And I'm excited. But let's just see what happens in the next few hours. Let's watch this, you know, how this plays out. And it could be more of a falling wedge flag, something like this. We don't know exactly yet. But this is what we're looking at. Something of this nature to the downside. All right. And everybody, I need super chats. I spent all my money on Bitcoin. And I need super chats to take my wife to lunch today. No, I'm just joking around. But I need to take my wife on a really nice Valentine's Day brunch. All right. So, all right. It's going to be tough. So we're going to watch Bitcoin in this flag. What we'd like to see if it makes, you know, some type of falling wedge. Ooh. I don't want to be that. Some type of falling wedge here. And then can we break back up? Do we make an M and dump? That's possible. Can we get above the zone? This is going to be a key area to open to get back above is $22,350. Can we get back above $23,350? That's going to be our next high that I want to take out our local high. So we want a daily or a 4-hour candle to close above here. Otherwise, we could M pattern and end up down here at the bottom of this channel one more time. So this is what we're seeing for Bitcoin. All right. And this is the channel to go to when nobody knows what's happening to Bitcoin. This is the channel to go to. We will make sense out of a sticky situation. We'll give you the education and the know-how so you don't make an emotional move based on how you feel about a red or green candle. You will actually have the tools you need to take a deep breath, Find out where the probabilities of the charts are telling you where to go and use that information to the highest, basically to help you not make a horrible decision. So we're going to watch this flag here that we're making. And this is the gift. And again, it could be this flag too. I call this the Twisted Sister. We don't know exactly, but we're going to pick one of these in the next, 4 to 5 hours. This will play out. Maybe even less, 2 hours. This will play out. This is the 7. And this is the 7. So this will play out in the next 2 to 3 hours. And we're going to see kind of what's happening, what levels we hold, and where we go from here. They're just shredding anyone who's, smart enough or thinks they're smart enough to short or long the market today using leverage. You can clearly see that the swings were so violent that it was very hard, unless you were awesome at small time frames and you were in and out with just complete bot. You traded like a bot with no emotions. The average person definitely lost their sauce here. The average person lost their sauce. I do not leverage trade heavily. I use 3NLS tokens. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars without leverage trading. So very close to $1 million without leverage trading. So you don't, in my humble opinion, you don't need, you don't need it to leverage trade. So you don't need leverage trade to change your life. I don't knock it if you do it. God bless you. I love all the channels that push leverage trading. They can do whatever they want. I have no problems with that. I just want to make it really, really clear. If you push leverage trading, I love you. Like, you do whatever. I don't care what anyone else does. I just want to make that clear. I'm an open, free spirit. Whatever I do is what I do. And if I make an affirmation statement about what I do, it does not mean that I have any negative or pejorative ideas about what you do. Like if I say, I really like burgers with cheddar cheese, then it doesn't mean that I think that your burger without cheese is garbage. You get what I mean? Some people assume when you make an affirmative statement that you're putting down them, but no. I love everybody. I'm open-minded to every single person on this earth. May God bless, anyone that wants to learn and change their life. So I'm looking at beat, meta beat, and it's looking tight in the channel, and I like what I'm seeing. I just did this without even thinking. I just started drawing this with you guys here. So I'm looking at a possible scalp on beat. All right, don't get beat on beat. Possible scalp here on beat. The moving averages are very tight. The MACD is showing signs of life. You got falling volume with falling price, which definitely always can cause a reversal. You have momentum with the 7. 1 hour time frame could be coming back down for a massive dump. 15 minutes pretty low, though, which could kind of help you get a move here. So I'm just, and again, it could completely dump. You do have a little bearish div that played out. But you're starting to kind of get a, and to me, it's somewhat of a symmetrical triangle. It's not a bull pennant, right? But it's on the radar. Smaller cap gem, I'm sure, on KuCoin. All right. Possible scalp on beat. All right, just something that I saw out of my eye. This thing just continues to rally. Backs. I remember looking at it way back down here. See, when I put a flag out here for this thing, 2 flags in a row, and then this thing just would go on a tear. It's up huge. HFT was on my radar too as well. I first put this cup and handle out. It pumped, came back down, retested, and then continued to pump again. Hash flow, baby. Hash flow up 46%. Originally was up, around, 26. It did come back down. Didn't hit the original stop loss below this trend line, though, and would continue to pump. Hash flow was a coin on our radar that we've been trading. Club was hot. Club we put out, I believe, last night. I was looking at it, and it pumped nicely up 39%. Gave it back to this resistance point, but staying above the point of control. All right. Phantom 3 out getting a nice pump with the market and not giving it back as much as Bitcoin did. Interesting enough, or unless Bitcoin's pumping back. Yeah, Bitcoin pumping back 21,100, 22,001. Look at this insane price action on BOOKMAP. It's insane. Unbelievable. Look at that up there. Look at the battle. That's action right there. That's volatility. When that number is moving like that, and orders are just, and it seems to be the shorts are just getting smoked city. The shorts are getting smoked city, baby. Shorts are getting smoked. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of this trade. See, a lot of people had no idea that price action could pump up to the 200 SMA like that. They've never seen this type of stuff. They don't know. I've been watching these markets for 15 years till I can't believe I'm not gray. You know what I mean? I've been doing this for a long time. My eyes burn. My hand hurts from holding the mouse like this for days on end. I have 6 screens surrounding me at all times. I live in a digital land. My friends are from all around the world in a digital space. It's insane. I love every single minute of it. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's a very unique lifestyle. It's unlike almost anyone I meet outside in the real world. Oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, I talk about cryptocurrency on YouTube every day. And I teach people how to trade, educational ideas using technical analysis, travel the world, meet people, and raise a family. It's a blast. You should try it, And people look at me like, really? A lot of times I don't say anything. They're like, what do you do for a living? I'm like, I don't know what I do. Sometimes I say I just trade a little bit, or I'm very subtle about it. In my neighborhood, I don't really want people knowing I'm a YouTuber, so I don't, I keep it on the low, man. I'm always afraid I'm going to get followed home or something. I shouldn't even say that, but I am always watching my safety closely. I don't post pictures of my street or my house, If I'm in an area and I do a social media post, I leave the area after I post this, I film the social media post and then I leave the area. Because, I'm just saying, that's how our man got it at the chicken spot, right? May God rest his soul, man. Rock P&B, right? So, he was at Roscoe's chicken spot, right? And he took a picture with himself and they ran up on him. They knew exactly where he was. They ran up on him. I'm watching Cole here in this nice consolidation. It could stay up here and make a move too. But, it's an interesting ascending triangle. You can see it's making higher lows. It gets pumped because it's a small cap. So it can, its pattern can get moved around here. But this thing can pump hard. We've seen it go on massive tears before. Collect, I believe. I don't know anything about it. I don't care. I'm not long-term holding it. I don't know much about this coin at all. But it looks tradable to me. And so I'm watching this closely. Cole, on the 1 hour time frame, this is interesting to me. The stochastics are too high. I'd like for it to come back down and coil inside the zone. That's what would make me happy. That's what I'm projecting, as you can see by my yellow line. When I draw a yellow line, I'm telling you, these are my thoughts. This is where I believe this could go. All right. I set projections. Maybe it pumps all the way to, high today and we miss it. That it doesn't fill the projection. That's fine. I don't get into it. I'd like to see this consolidate inside the pattern, right? Does that make sense to you? I'd like to see this consolidate inside the pattern. And here at this channel, we don't push other, I've made it open and clear that I don't promote other people's projects. I don't promote coins. I don't do that. I get emails every day. Hey, we have a new project coming out. We want to do this. I nicely write to them and say, I just promote my own products and things that I affiliate with. You know what I mean? Like BOOKMAP, like AltTradey, you know what I mean? Things that I really use. 3 commas, I'm not 3 commas anymore. God forbid. I can't believe I said that. KuCoin, MEXC, Mex Global. Shout out to anyone using Mex Global. I greatly appreciate that. Jump on into my Mex Global link. All the links are in the description below. I do own a commission. I do get a commission from every one of those. All right. Shout out to the 660 people on the live, 422 likes. You guys are rising those likes up. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you got a lot of education today. I hope you learned about the 200 SMA. I hope you learned about BOOKMAP. I hope you learned about volatility. And the volatility is not over. It's still pretty crazy right now. Okay, we got some comments coming on in. Hello. I watch your channel always in the past, last year. First time I can watch you live. Love you, man. Keep up the good work, and thank you. Shout out to Stefan Matt, thank you, man. God bless you, brother. 3 commas got a hack on their yeah. OBC held the flag. Super chat Solana. Let's take a look at Solana and send in your super chats for TA and deep dive. Lifer, what is SHIBARIUM? I know, probably a dumb question. No question here is dumb, Bison. We love you. SHIBARIUM is going to be the metaverse space for the entire SHIB project. All right, SHIBARIUM is going to be a metaverse space for the entire SHIB project. We should ask Chat GPT what it is. Jamie, can you ask Chat GPT? I think one of my people has it. I don't have Chat GPT, but I believe my people have it. So, introduction to SHIBARIUM, SHIB's Inu Layer 2 network. SHIBARIUM Beta is about to be launched. Through this article, we want to introduce you to the concepts in order to provide clarity. SHIB's goal has always been to welcome a new crypto user and educate them on development process of a ground-up project. Development requires time and resources. Patience is key. SHIBARIUM embarks on becoming a powerful Layer 2 blockchain and a transitional evolution to the SHIB ecosystem. SHIBARIUM's Layer 2 is a collective blockchain that scales and invites solutions, innovation, and security to the decentralized finance space. The blockchain L2 runs on top of Ethereum blockchain, which SHIB ecosystem tokens SHIB, Leash, and Bone utilize. A Layer 2 blockchain provides the benefits of scalability, faster transaction times, lower fees, and expanded development framework. With the evolution of Web3, blockchain technology is starting to emerge into the common space. Some of the biggest obstacles to the mainstream adoption are the cost and speed of transactions. SHIBARIUM's Layer 2 protocols can serve different industry areas such as metaverse, Web3, and gaming. So it's going to put SHIB in the forefront. It's going to be a Layer 2 on Ethereum. It's exciting, and you're ready to go now with that information. So, and I can't, here's another idea here. I got two ideas that I just kind of cooked up out of nowhere. This thing has been pumping hard. It may continue. Matic 3L boomed out of this cup and handle that we had for a massive gain at about 108%. Went well above the channel. Look at that. We had you at hello. This thing never even came down lower. Technically, you could see it's in this is even a more giant cup. Like that could be a giant cup and handle to the upside, right? I'm watching flags today. This looks interesting to me. Shoulder, head, shoulder, approaching the neckline. So you got an inverted head and shoulder inside of this triangle, right? I like what I'm seeing here for looks. Shout out to my elite. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to anyone that's ever blessed me. Shout out to anyone that's ever loved me. Shout out to anyone that's ever been awesome. I appreciate you. You are the reason I show up every day. You are the reason that I get up out of in the morning and just say, God, I mean, my kids and my wife, but you all are a huge reason every single day knowing there's going to be more than 500 people waiting on a live, getting ready to educate, getting ready to move, and who want to be a part of something bigger than themselves, who want to believe in positive energy, who want to push love every single day, who want to live in love, who are sick of the negative Nancys, who are done with it all. They want to find a new way to live. I love you all. Thank you for the love. I really do. You have all literally given me a renaissance of life, a baptism, so to speak. Like I am new. I have been renewed since this channel has begun. My life will never be the same. It's all of you beautiful people. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. Thank you. I just have to say that I want to be grateful at any moment in time. I wake up in gratitude, go to sleep in gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude for greatness. More will come your way if you're, Now we could squiggle to the side here, but I like what I'm seeing for looks. All right, now we are overbought on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. They're not in our favor here, so we need this to kind of calm on. We're waiting for these to calm down, but it's on my radar, and stop loss below the right shoulder here. The head, if you want risk even more, but to me, that's what I'm looking for. And again, stop losses are something people have to figure out kind of where you stand, how much you're putting into the trade, what your risk is, and all that have a lot to do with where the stop loss is. I put ideas that where my stop losses are, but that's my that's my idea. So I'm waiting for the 1 hour to reset on these stochastics. Okay? Until then, that's kind of what I'm sitting on. Super chat, Solana, KD, Kadena, and FRA. We'll take a look at those two as well. I think it put it on. I think I put you onto it last year. Shut up. You just made my day hearing that. Still looks since it dropped 15. You may have. I mean, I just trade whatever I see in the market. So, I mean, eventually I'll probably find every coin just because I go through every single coin on KuCoin. So I'll eventually find whatever's out there. You know what I mean? But I believe you probably did put me on. I'm not, I don't want to take away. I believe you definitely put me on. I put out Render. I called the bottom for Render just to make it clear. Still up over like 300% gains from that call. Just, Just one of those just happened to tell you that was a double bottom right there and that we were likely to get a move. I thought we were just going to hit here. Who knew we would go even higher? Kind of a cup and handle feel, double bottom move, and render was out of control. In total, 448%, still holding some gains. Let's take a look at it because it's a hot coin right now. It's being talked about on token metrics. There's just other talks about it being involved in Web3 and just, kind of the old AI. It's got some AI feels and AI vibe. The daily looks like it's ready to rock. So you're about to get a big move on the daily candle. Seem to be breaking out of a falling wedge. We're going to pull a fib here. You bounce off the 0.5. You never made it to the 618. Wow, shout out to the big super chat. 20 pounds. Sam, you're awesome. The group you built in the Discord is amazing. I'm so grateful to be in the group. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I'm learning so much every day. Can you check LMR USDT, please? I called the bottom on LMR, and I'm really going to stick to that. We'll take a look at it in a second. God bless you for this 20-pound super chat. You're the man. That's so nice of you. Shout out to Bart Helsdingen. Yeah, Helsdingen. Shout out to Bart Helsdingen. I said it right. Yeah, Helsdingen. Shout out to Bart Helsdingen. There you go. So this has a massive measured move like it did before. It's already breaking out and showing signs. The daily has love. So, that shows you this can go up even more. Kind of sad because you'd be up 500% for the bottom, but just an 80. I get sad once I think something at 5 to 10x, and you miss that initial bump. You can only 1x to 3x. You know what I mean? It's insane. So let's take a look at our 4-hour. I'm obsessed with the big Xing. You know what I mean? You want to make a big move. So now on the 4-hour, we can make a bit, we can kind of show you that we're more lateral here. All right. Let's go to the 1-hour time frame, and you're over bot. So here, you got too much bots over the house. You got too many bots over. I'm joking. So look, I'm the corniest dad guy in the world. So look, we want to see this get tighter of this channel, and then a massive move could be coming. So this is interesting. This would be my buy zone. I'd wait for the 1 hour to reset. That looks like it could make bacon on the beach. Render should definitely be on your radar for a massive move to the upside. And again, it could dump even further down to the 618. I get it, but it's got a point of control here. If Render can hold that point of control, this thing could make a massive move. I would definitely keep Render on the radar. So what I like to do is start to put charts on my radar that I'm looking at. Then as they grow into fruition, I then start to post them, and then I usually put out what I'm looking at. But I first put out when I'm beginning to watch it and what I'm watching for. And I have alerts here down on the stochastics RSI. And then what I also do is I put a vertical line here because price will have to pass it, and I put an alert on that too as well. That keeps me kind of ready to go on Render. All right, and I got no worries. This coin's been hot and hasn't given back a lot. That means people that bought in aren't selling it off. That means they speculate that it could go higher, right? The philosophy behind the idea of the chart is lingering for Render. All right, let's take a look at the total market cap and all of cryptocurrency and break it down for what happened. We're also going to look at the S&P futures. We're going to have a blast. So total market cap, unlike Bitcoin, couldn't make it all the way to the 200 SMA, but it got pretty dang close. At the end of the day, this was a shoulder. This is a head. That was a right shallow shoulder. We got the move to the upside. We also bounced off my green zone, and we held it, which is pretty awesome. All right, which is pretty awesome. So we avoided some bearish tones here. We dumped out of this bear flag, but we got held. Bounced back to the top of the channel. Then the falling wedge did break to the upside. This is a breakout of the falling wedge. You got above this point of control, 964 back to 977, and you're in the gap here, which tells me that we're likely to get all the way back to $1 trillion to my circled zone. Okay? Yes, we have to wait out the 1 hour. So again, same situation here as Bitcoin. We just need to make a bit of a flag here. If this 1 hour comes on down, and tonight we end up making a flag on a Tuesday night, one of my favorite nights to trade in the entire market, Tuesday night. I love Tuesdays. So we're going to watch the total market cap. We want a flag. It could make a falling wedge. We're not sure. One of these two patterns with an oversold stochastic tonight touching the 21-day moving average is going to be the special sauce that I'm looking for. I know basically what I want to see before I see it. I plan for these preemptive moves before they happen. as I take a vitamin D spray and put it in. Also, black cumin seed, Agella, right? Long term, these have been used for ancient times. Strongest antioxidant probably in the world, the black cumin seed. Okay? Again, you do whatever makes you happy. I'm just doing what I do. I'm not telling you anything. And then I always take spoonfuls of honey with a wooden spoon. There's some myth you need a wooden spoon. I don't know if you do. But at least for anyone who criticizes me for not using a wooden spoon, I got the wooden spoon. It also says honey on it. It's made for honey. So you can't say anything. These are the things I do to stay healthy every single day of my life. I was off the honey for a while. I'm back on the honey. And where do I get my honey? You want to eat honey in your natural area during the winter. Why is that? You'll get accustomed to a lot of the things that you might get allergic to during the summer months. So if you have honey during the winter and you want to get it in your local area, you want to get it near you, so it's the bees and the flora that you're used to. You don't want to go get honey from Florida and eat it. You know what I mean? You want to eat the honey of your local habitat. This is Pembroke, Mass, about 40 minutes away. Not, pretty much the same as where I live. 54 Manquan Street. Be well, honey. Be well. Have honey every single day. Shout out to Be Well Honey out of Pembroke, Mass. Be well. Have honey every single day. Me and my wife enjoy a spoonful of honey right before. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So we're going to watch this flag on Bitcoin on the total market cap. We just want to make sure we maintain this flag. We want to make sure we maintain well above 970 billion and at least this point of control at 966. All right. This flag stays sideways. We're going to be making bacon on the beach. So let's take a look at our DXY because we have to. Sorry, it's so stupid, but I have to do it every time. Okay. Another super chat. Well, I don't have a Valentine's this year and the wifer deserves it. Thanks for everything you do. Keep spreading the message. Can't wait to help with your political campaign. Happiness, health, and prosperity. Hey, man. May God bless you and yours, man. Shout out to Jonathan Paul. Thank you for the $10 super chat. May God bless you and yours. The money, honey. It has to be real for a beekeeper, though. Most in the store isn't 100%. They use high fructose corn syrup like how they do. No. This is from a real farm. You can go there and watch the actual bees that you get it from. I would never. All natural honey will turn solid. Tarioca fly, place the jar in warm water. All right? Do not feed honey to infants, it says. Something about an infant. Honey could be, so just be careful. The coin keeps rising heavily. This coin keeps rising. District OX. Thank you for saying that. We'll take a look. I appreciate you. False. Bees pick up the pollen from the flower and miss the pollen that's in the air. My allergic doc was quick to correct me on that. Bees pick up the pollen from the flower. That's what I'm saying. It's from the flowers. Yeah. I never said they took it from the air. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being on in the live. I haven't used the fake maple syrup in over 10 years now. Never go back. Local honey and real maple. Of course, dude. You can't have high fructose syrup in your body. It's all it does is it doesn't get out of you. You can't get it out of you. Lakochi's got Solana, Cadena, FRA, and BABYDOGE, BABYDOGE was trending last night on Twitter, and LMR. The pollen in the air comes from the flowers. Find a more intelligent doctor. Oh my gosh. Shout out to the 694 beautiful souls in the live. So look, we had a nice double top here. Now, we're making kind of an inverted cup and handle. There's your handle here. We want an inverted cup and handle. You see it? There's your cup. There's your handle. And we want a massive dump to the downside. We want the party. We like the party. We like the party. We like the party. This is stuck in my head. So check it. We like the party. So look, I mean, we're at resistance, in my humble opinion. I'll bring this down. I mean, yeah, you could see we're at resistance. I brought this down and said, okay, we broke out. All right. So we could redo all my dollar work. Let's redo it, I guess, and start fresh. But so far it's doing what we're doing. I'm not redoing it because I was wrong. We've been spot on. I just want to make that really clear. I just like, I personally, the way I operate, my mind gets like jittery, and I need a clean slate. Like, I need a clean slate or I can't see what's going on. Like, I even get rid of moving averages. I just need a clean slate. All right. I just need it nice and sweet. I want to look at my weekly. I want to look at weekly support. I want to break it down. I want to be neat. So we know this is weekly support right here. All right. Clear as day, which we're on right now. And we've bounced from it already, actually. We bounced off of 101. All right. So you can clearly see the range that we've bounced from. But you can see we also have like a weekly resistance right here. Technically, because, you know, resistance, and we can't get back above that too. So we're range bound right now. Now the weekly suggests we pump to the upside here on the dollar, right? So Bitcoin's a little high on the weekly, the dollar's a little low on the weekly. All right. We could pull a Fibonacci on the dollar as well, and we can see that we're bouncing somewhat between the 0.5 and the 0.618 here. All right. Does that mean we have to go lower? There's a chance. It would be nice for us to see that 618. Okay. So this is our basic idea that we're sitting on, all right? Support at 101, resistance at 103.80. We get above that, we can use that as support. So, and then the dollar, who knows, you know, we could have maybe a double top. We're not sure. Anything is possible. Let's continue to move down the line. Let's take a look at our 3-day chart. Our 3-day chart getting extended, starting to get a little overbought. Really good sign that, you know, we won't be able to pump too hot, too much, and we're getting some red candles here with tweezer tops and tweezer bottoms, but tweezer tops as well. And you can feel that curve, you know. So that's good. Lack of bullish momentum on the 3-day. The daily, extremely overbought. All right. In my mind, we have to say that we broke out, but could you say that no, we're still inside of this channel that had a little trip out and bounce back in? Diagonal trend line. I'm battling with this idea because I want to touch this one, but it could be an outlier. So, okay, I'm going to go for resistance here. I'm going to go for resistance. All right. Sorry, my finger slipped. This is key what we're doing here. This is going to help us figure out where the dollar is going to go for a while. All right. So this is going to help us out for the next couple of weeks. We really need this clarity. Now we got a dollar bounce at 102.56. We've wicked up from that. All right. But overbought on the daily time frame. Overbought on the daily. But in my mind, we're in a bullish rectangle right now, though. Bullish rectangle. And we seem to be staying inside of it for whatever reason. All right. I'm just giving you the facts. Even if I don't like them, I'm giving you the facts. Some could kind of claim rising wedge that is trying to break to the side, but it's messy. Let's go zoom into our 4-hour for more information. 4 hours suggesting that we could move. So let's kind of find out what kind of pattern we're really in here. And you can see we're consolidating sideways. All right. And now we start to get the information. See when we get clarity what happens. See when we clear the screen. See when we calm ourselves down and we really start to see what's happening. See the clarity in which we receive. This does have a measured move. This could get a pump. So we'll watch this. We're not saying this is guaranteed to happen. Right now we have an M, which was good, and we wanted this M. So we have resistance clearly at 103, and that's when I make my green zone on the smaller time frame. And this is going to be an area, like the green zones are areas that that stand out, that you know are huge, that you just don't want to get back above. The dollar gets back above these green zones, it's not, this green zone here, it's not going to be a good sign. 4 hours suggests that it may actually happen based on the continuation pattern that we're watching. Only time will tell. The daily's in the 1 hour's in an M. Okay. 1 hour's in an M. And wants to break us to the downside as well. And it's getting overbought. And it has a resistance, a local resistance that it's respecting right now at 103.45. All right. But that, look, I mean, that is a double bottom. See that? So, we would like to see the 1 hour roll over here. Break this trend line. Bart Simpson itself down to the green zone, right? That would be awesome. So we'll watch the 1 hour. We'll see where we go tonight, but we'll keep an eye on this for you every single day and throughout the afternoon. And the trading group gets that privy information. So here we are with the S&P. 1 hour's resetting, and it bounced. This is a really good sign that the S&P wants to pump today. All right? Seems to be uncorrelated slightly to Bitcoin recently, but I'm still going to go over it for people that want to just, look at the world markets. I had this idea hovering that we had a shoulder, a bit of a head, and possibly a right shoulder here that could help us. I want to stay above this point of control, 41.42. Right now we're below it. Not a good sign. We got to close candles on the 4 hour and the daily above this red line in order to remain bullish. In my eyes, we were in this flag. We broke out. Kind of a fake out. We're back inside this flag, but we do see some bullishness. Makes me kind of almost want to look at this diagonal trend line we seem to be respecting. Resistance. Fell through, got back above. Can we bounce off of that? Man, wow, you can see how clear it was pretty, it's a diagonal resistance. It's weird how there's spider lines, some people call them. They play out. They're interesting. So here, you could say, did we retest if you make this sharper? Nah, I gotta align with the top of the channel. It is a flag. It wants to break to the upside. Can we make a right shoulder and push up? 15-minute and the 1 hour both suggest some type of move for the S&P to the upside. So they're suggesting that we do get a bounce. And the S&P even reacting to Bitcoin in a way, or CPI data. But we don't need liquidation levels. Hold on. Yeah, that's all we need. Tight moving average is a good sign. Oversold stochastics is a good sign. 1 hour suggesting that that's going to be a right shoulder, and we're going to get a move to the upside here on the S&P futures. Looks pretty good for the markets that we're going to get a bit of a move. So shoulder, head, this to me looks like a right shoulder, and it seems to me that the 1 hour could clean up here and get us back above. That measured move would take it all the way to 4,270. I mean, that would be a huge move. Back to 4,200. So that's what I'm watching for the S&P ES1. By the 50X, this coin keeps rising heavily. DNT. You are being shadow banned. You didn't show up on my tab for all the videos I had to type your name in to go to your account to see this. No worries, man. Usually God is shadow banned by the devil, and the devil seems to run the world, so no worries, man. I don't worry about any stuff like that. I really don't. I'm super happy. I don't know. I truly don't believe I'm being shadow banned. You know why? Because there's channels with, you know why I know I'm not being shadow banned? Because there's channels with 1 million followers that have 4,000 viewers right now, and I have 40,000 followers, and I have damn near 1,000. So I'm getting a quarter of the biggest channel views right now. I'm pretty sure that's not shadow ban. I'm pretty sure that's actually thank you to the YouTube algorithm. You're doing really good. We're educating people around the world. It seems to work. They like to sell ads, and people like my videos. People keep coming and watching it. The algorithm picks up that people watch my videos. So YouTube likes me. It works for them. You know what I mean? You said I had ES1 at 415. 4115. Are you delayed? No, you're delayed. I pay for ARCA. I pay for Express ARCA data. Look how quick mine's moving. I'm trading futures. You're probably not on the futures. This is the futures. This is E-midi futures, man. You're probably on the SPY, on the spider. Plus, we all show up every day, baby. Smash the like. No shadow ban. Multiple, yeah. The golden. This shirt's my favorite shirt ever, man. What are you talking about? I love this shirt. I wear this shirt all the time in Miami. Okay. So we got the Bitcoin done. I showed you what I believe is happening for BTC. I went through coins that I like, which was nice. You know, a lot of people don't even do that. I like doing that because I'm a nice guy. I like to share anything I see. I'm just nice. I talked about this coin, and it pumped pretty nicely to the upside, right? For a gain of 9.8%, right? So a live trade that popped right there. Yeah, I mean, what else do you want me to do for you? You want me to, I could shave you. You want me to shave and give you a haircut? For the ladies, you want me to walk you to school every in the morning. I'm in red form, I guess, this morning. I had to be careful there. I was like, what are you saying there? You never know what you're going to say sometimes. I'm improv 100%. I don't know where it's going. It starts to go, and then I'm like, yo, Sammy, clean that up. Clean that up, you know? This looks like we could get a nice move here for Phantom 3L. Just watching a projected flag here idea. 28% gains coming. Phantom seems to be the one. It's got a lot of movement in DeFi. Andre Conje seems to be back. Superman is the hero. Boom. And watch this. Can we get the chat moving? Look, the other day I was trying to run. I was like, can I run on the chat? Can you guys get me to run on the chat? Right now I could just walk. Look. Let's see if you guys can help get me to run on the chat. Can you get me to run on the chat? Can you get me to run on the chat? I want to see. The faster you all type, the faster the chat runs, and I'll have to run as fast as the chat runs. And you guys can make me run so fast if you get the treadmill running. If you get the treadmill running, all right, it's running a little quicker now. I'm jogging now. I'm jogging a little bit. I'm jogging a little bit. This is good for my exercise. Oh my God, I'm running. Babe, they got me running. Ah! I'm trying to keep up. Oh my God. It can go faster than this. It can go way faster than this. This can go way faster, bro. What are you talking about? See, you guys can be, oh my God, now it's ripping. I can't stop. What if I can't stop until it goes, oh gosh. Yeah, you guys are funny. You guys and gals, you lifers and lifettes, shout out to, Bourbon on set. Gotta call Crypto Face. Yo, 40, man. Hey, is it really? It's Tuesday, man. Tuesday, one of my favorite days of the week. Always have a good time on Tuesday. Things seem to rip on Tuesday. You know, charts tend to pump on Tuesday. AGIX up, out the move. All our trades up a little bit too today, which is nice, right? That little Bitcoin move. And the CPI data. Need to catch my breath. Wow, 22% gains for AGIX. Out the flag to the upside. We talked about it. We went over all these different coins. Showed you the hidden bullets divergence. Talked about it being in the golden pocket. Really great place to poke in for AGIX. Forrest Gump, read crypto. Can you run up the price instead? 3 means heart. What does 7 mean? Run, life, or run. Run, Forrest, run. So, unbelievable. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. That's going to help us out with the altcoins. We want to find out when Bitcoin dominance starts to take a bit of a fall here. So let's take a look. I mean, it's been up and down today. A lot of volatility for Bitcoin dominance. Look, up, down, up. So people want alts, then they sell alts, then they want alts, then they sell Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin dominance. Mama said there are magic shoes. YouTube running the algorithm. So, I mean, look, we take a look at Bitcoin dominance, and it wants to push down right now. It's in an indecision. It made a BART, right? It made a BART, came back above the BART. That's a weird pattern for sure. Look at our 4-hour time frame. Our 4 hours coming down. That's good for the altcoins. This is beautiful. Let's see this continue to drop. It says it has more to come down. I mean, this is going to be good for the altcoins. So we want to see Bitcoin dominance drop, right? And that's going to be a good sign for the altcoins, especially as it got some steam. And as Bitcoin takes more money out of the traditional markets, this is something that we want to see. GMX, did it hit the stop loss? It did. They got us. But the buy zone, I buy inside the pattern. You would have to just the tip of the. I wanted to see it stay in there. So technically, that would have been the buy zone. Like I didn't get a chance to redirect this idea, but you kind of would reposition your pattern. And now you're kind of, now we're inside of this idea here. I did have a feeling decentralized exchanges were going to make a move there. Just a little off. I'm not perfect. That trade did get stopped out. Nice to see a trade get stopped out. It's good to know that not every trade plays out perfectly. It's just impossible. This trade did play out nicely. I talked about trading this inside the pattern, Immutable X, and there you go, 14% gains in the last 12 hours. Bang, bang, bang. I think we went over this last night on the weekly candle close. We did. Or not last night. No. But I remember going over this, I believe, yesterday. Sometime I went over this not too long ago, Immutable X. So far, it's starting to fill out the pattern that I have drawn for it, too. It's starting to make a lot of sense. The last few months, I've been able to project into the future better. I've been able to use the daily more in my favor and then watch how the 1 hour and the 4 hour kind of make the pattern that I want. Like, I never used to be able to make an ascending triangle at the beginning stages like this. This is something that started just in the last 4 to 5 months. So you will progress as a trader. And on your 12th year, on your 13th year, on your 15th year, on your 20th year, I haven't hit 20 years yet, but I know every year more will be revealed to you. And your mind will be able to build more and more of kind of what you see happening in the future. It'll blow your mind. So trading will always, I mean, I never get bored. Never is there a day I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm bored with my job. Never. Bitcoin always throwing some type of curveball, always trying to figure out what's happening. We're always trying to, keep ourselves in lock and key with Bitcoin. And it's just, I find it an amazing existence. And there's just so much money out here and so much opportunity. So many time frames, so many different ideas, so many coins. And coins are like clouds. There's always another one going over your head. There's always another one coming out. Look, 19% gains now from yesterday's idea for XCN, right? Bang. And we talked about this yesterday on the live stream. It's been about 24 hours, and this thing is up a beautiful 19% and continuing to pump as we speak. Another beautiful gainer here in the trading group. How about our NMR? Remember numerator? It was in a giant Adam and Eve double bottom, if I remember correctly with my photographic memory. And it is. There it is. NMR in the giant Adam and Eve double bottom. My measured move was 47%. We did exactly that. That's exactly what the Adam and Eve was supposed to do. We came back down, and now we've been hovering in this point. I wouldn't be surprised if it eventually did fulfill its move and went all the way back up to this area, though, at $47. GRT, we had a bit of a flag on GRT. Let's see what happened here. The graph token, it would dip. It wouldn't break out of this beautiful, it was a nice inverted head and shoulder there. See that? It would dip to the downside here and then make a pump. Honestly, let's pull a fib on that and take a look. Feels like that would be our 618. And there you go. It is. That was. Came down to touch that 618 and bounce. Now it's holding above the 0.5 fib and a point of control. Nice place where it may make some type of flag here, or maybe some type of consolidation this way, right? And then bounce on out. So, something that I'm beginning to project. GRT, this isn't the graph link, sorry, this is the graph. And then we have GLQ, which is Graph Link Protocol. Jarvis, another one on my radar. I like what I'm seeing for Jarvis. I'm going to show you what I see happening for it. I put out this trade here, went up 20 or 80%, came back down, came back up, but it went up 80%. Jarvis, all right? We had it in this golden pocket Fibonacci. It had just bounced off the 618 there. Beautiful area to enter a trade, right? We teach the Fibonacci's in my trading group. I have a beautiful video on it. It'll help you understand what's happening. Jarvis, an AI coin, right? That's, I believe, is going to do damage. Very low cap gem, too, so it can do 10x, 20x, maybe even a 50x. You never know. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as such, but I do believe this coin could be a heavy winner in the next big bull run. I'm betting heavy on AI. I believe it's going to carry the narrative all the way for the next couple of years. Just like the metaverse is still relevant. I'm watching Jarvis. Yes, it doesn't mean perfect entry exactly, but I'm starting to look at this projection idea. The 22 is coming back down. The daily's a little high for me. That would make me kind of ponder this thought a little more. Daily is a little high, but it doesn't mean it can't get that pump. I'd watch this consolidation here for Jarvis. Also, even this is in a bit of a pattern in my mind. That could break out, at least for a quick scalp, too. 1 hour's a little high, might come up, come back down, and scale through this area. But I'm looking for Jarvis. 83% gains. We already did hit it for 80. Can we do it again? That's the question. We're going to be watching Jarvis throughout the week. It's an AI coin. It's on my radar. Jar, baby, jar. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And see, I'm not a signals group. I don't say, buy this, do this. No. I teach you how to observe coins. I teach you what to look for. I teach you what to find. I teach you how to become the person that could find the special sauce yourself. All right, that's the key for me. XYO still on my radar too as well. It's been tight in a channel. Can't seem to move. Just, I'm in this trade personally just to make it be known. Haven't been stopped out. The consolidation is insane. When are you going to break out for me, XYO? Come on now. You're oversold on the daily time frame. You're sideways for a long time here. XYO, baby. I mean, so I'm in it to win it. I said if it takes me a month to gain 90%. I've been in the trade, though, since about February 6th, I'd say. So it's been at least a week and a few days, maybe even since the 5th. So since this area, we did get the spike. I was up 10%. I didn't take it. I didn't want 10%. I wanted this to play out. tight moving averages, point of control. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. XYO still tight in the channel, waiting and waiting and waiting. This is really testing my patience for an altcoin. One of the longest times I've ever had to wait for a trade, but I'm just going to continue to do what I got to do. I keep that capital locked up in there, you know. Ascendex is on my radar. Coin is a kind of an interesting coin. It's an exchange, the Ascendex exchange. Might just want to write it down, something to think about. We also do token metrics data. We have the data from token metrics. Every single Monday I put it out, and then every Wednesday we go over the weekly stuff. I talk about it. If you're in my trading group, we have a token metrics section. It costs me $90 to $100 a month. It's right there for you. It's included in your subscription, so you get that information and just things that I'm picking out personally, talking about. I might even write, like last week I wrote a newsletter about certain coins that I really liked, what I knew about them, how many times I've traded them, and information about that, just to give you some backstory behind all the information. So unbelievable. And yeah, let's take a look at the super chats. We got Solana, Kadena. Let's take a look at Solana here on KuCoin. All right. And you people are amazing. $79 in chat revenue. I'm going to be able to take my wife out to an amazing brunch. You people are the best. It's no, I'm just. Why? I'm going, man. You don't tell me we're going to brunch and then cancel on me. No. My wife flip-flops all the time. All the time. I love her so much, but she loves to flip-flop. So look, this is just like Bitcoin. Same thing. If Bitcoin gets a pump, Solana's going to get the pump. You know, it's in the exact same shape Bitcoin's in. Daily looks like it's going to rip. But Solana has to hold this level. If it loses this level, it's going to drop fast to the point of control to 13. So, but it's been holding it for days now. I'm bullish on Solana. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I'm bullish on the total market cap. So it's really the total market cap. We get that move. Solana is going to make a move here. You know, you kind of have to keep your stop loss in the abyss, which I don't like. I like my stop loss to have like way more support here. But again, I guess we could go all the way down here to 287. But I mean, yeah, you still got a 5-to-1 risk-reward ratio. So you lose 16%, but you gain 85. I really like the risk-reward ratio here for Solana. Looks very interesting to me. Solana on the daily time frame, ready to blast. It just has to hold that level. So, I mean, the idea, I like this trade because it's a black and white trade. It's like either you lose that level and you probably drop lower, and my stop loss will serve me, or I get to get that 85 and not have to risk a lot. So Solana on the daily looks good. It's looking bullish. It's oversold. Stokes are curving. You know what I mean? So it's going well. Wow, this live stream went by fast. How is it already 11:45? Like, how does this live stream go by this fast? I'm always like, oh, I want to do a different show. I want to add characters. I want to do this and that. We didn't even get to do the news yet. I can't believe it. I still got Demetra on my radar too as well. I like what it's doing. It's tight in this channel. I feel like only a matter of time till this thing explodes. Demetra on my radar. The 1 hour's not in a good spot. Look for that to reset. The whole market's not great right now. We're waiting for the reset tonight. Tonight looks like the night. 5, 6 o'clock tonight. That's why you want to be in my trading group. I'm not going to be live, but I'm going to be live in the trading group. And my gosh, just like you see me do this here, I am ripping through charts. We are having a blast. People are talking. The energy is real in my trading group. The 99 is unbelievable. I woke up this morning and I could not believe it. Look at this. You scroll back. Let's keep going. I mean, this is all since this morning. I mean, this is insane. Look. No. Like, I'm not even, like, 2 in the morning. Look at this. They're going all night long in here. 3, 6 in the morning. 7 in the morning. This is all this morning. This is insane. The amount of action in here, the amount of people you're going to meet, the amount of traders you're going to learn from, the information that gets spread, the charts that get shared, the gains that get shared, right? So, didn't lose my sauce on this one. Shout out to Serum, SRM, baby. Perpetual swapping. Right-click chart, remove indicators. You can also just hit the eye and remove indicators. I just hit the trash. And it hits remove 10 drawings if you want. Or you can just hit the eye and see it for what you want to see it for. That's a double bottom. You see that? It's a double bottom, clear as day. Showing signs of life, and you got above a point of control. You're hanging out here at this high volume node. You rip through the gap of the VRVP. I mean, I like what I'm seeing here for Dimitra, right? Dimitra. The old trade's still good. We didn't get stopped out. I kept it like that just to prove that. Even though we did change structure, the old trade is still moneyed up, ready to rock. 3.5 risk-reward ratio, risking 37 is a deep stop loss for me. Way too deep. I'd have to be somewhere at that 18, even though I'm close. So I either put less money in the trade and make the stop loss deep. Like I put $2,000 in the trade and I can lose, or I put like 10 grand in the trade. You know what I mean? So I put less money in the trade, tighter stop loss, big money in the big money in the trade, tighter stop loss. It's all about what my risk is. I want the risk to be similar. All right? I don't want to lose more than told you XYO was a gem, loves to consolidate. I'm sitting in there, man. I'm waiting for that consolidation. One day, I'm going to show my gain and I'm like, whoa, it popped, And I'm going to be like, patience pays. And everyone's going to be like, dang it. I couldn't wait that long, lifer. I couldn't wait that long. So Dimitra on my radar, consolidating very bullishly. 4 hour and the 1 hour aren't perfect, but I like the consolidation. And again, it could dump all the way to a 618. I get it. It could retrace hard, but I like this consolidation for Dimitra. All right. So I'm not, a lot of the charts I'm putting out right now, they're not ready to go per se. In my humble opinion, they're not ready right now, but they're close. And they're doing really bullish signs. They're consolidating in very bullish signs. So it's showing signs of a move. I like what I'm seeing here for Dimitra. All right. That's ACA is a Kala, right? Yeah, I mean, and Navi's been on my radar. Let's kind of reposition Navi here and see what we're seeing for Navi. Song I always dance over. Speaking, it's a dancey song, but I'm always like, it's a little much. Every once in a while, I'll omit like a peak if the rest of the trend line looks swimmingly, and that trend line looks nice, right? So there's a chance this could continue to go up. I'm still bullish on this coin. Hasn't really been sold off after that massive pump up. We knew about it when it first started. Remember NAVI? Someone gave it to us on the live stream or something. I don't know how we found it, but we did. And NAVI continued to do damage. Let's take a look at Kadena. I know the super chats, but I'm trying to put coins on your radar that matter. You know what I mean? Like for the time. Look, we have this Adam and Eve double bottom here that did blast. I mean, look at how these perform. Right? 24%. You did get the move to the upside. However, it gave it all back, basically. Let's look at Kadena on the bigger time frames. People are in love with this coin. I'm not one of those people. I think it's good to have a couple, maybe a grand or two in it. And I believe it can rip back up to 27, give you a 20x. It does have Microsoft and like people that have been part of Fortune 500 companies. So it has that connection. But we're supposed to just buy it just because they said, you know what I mean? It had the Adam and Eve double bottom. I get it. Now it's got this kind of what some people call a scallop. I've been told this is called a scallop by the traders in regular trading. I've never traded a scallop, but it's called a scallop. So like he calls it a scallop here, my buddy. I'm going to try to find our conversation and just show you where he shows me a scallop. And I said I call those ascending cup and handles, and we laughed about it. And it's funny how two different traders can see different things. So here, too easy, yeah. He doesn't say, you don't say anything in here, Preston. So look, he called, the measured rate, the scallop handle, right? Boom. I basically call those ascending cup and handles. That's exactly what we're looking at right here. Very scallopy, all right? Very scallop, all right? And you're coming back to test this previous resistance for support. The daily's oversold. Kadena wants to rip. So the smaller time frames have to we have to get some weird pumps in the 15, and then the 1 hour has to go sideways with the 4 hour, and then the daily can just begin to pump. Remember, we do get that pump up to the 200 SMA, and then once you get above the 200 SMA, you get the move. We'd get to this point of control here at 157. I like what I'm seeing here for Kadena. The market would have to play. And I mean, if we lose this, we're going to drop even lower. We already kind of wicked to that area, in my humble opinion. So I feel like we tested that. Whoever wanted to load up got in on that wick. We're holding a bean. So Kadena just really needs to hold a bean, and which is $1, in case you don't know what I'm saying. Does everyone know what I said when I said it needs to hold a bean? Or were some people like, does he like beans? You know, is he a bean eater? Like, I don't know. I don't know what people were thinking. I'm just trying to find out what you were thinking when I was saying that. Am I joking? Yes, I'm trying to make a joke here, but I'm also serious. Sometimes I can do both at the same time, and I still don't know whether I'm joking or not until the end. And then we can laugh about it. So I do like Kadena. Thank you for the love there. BABYDOGE and LMR, FRA. Let's take a look at FRA, Findora. I mean, that's overbought on the daily, about to dump on you, right? That had a huge pump, okay? So that's like, you know, now that's retesting the 200 SMA. Here you got to pull a Fibonacci. Your retracement is pretty close, the 618, so you should be retracing, and you have a support zone that you're retracing on. So you'd look for something of this nature, like so, and you'd look for price action to come and tussle with the 21-day moving average. Then the 50 could cross the 200, and this thing will probably have another leg up. So if you miss the first leg, don't worry. See, people, well, this is the problem. People learn about a coin, they watch it here, then they see this, they start buying into this wick, and they get emotional. They let their emotions take control, and they can't stop the behavior. And then what happens is it dumps, and then they're down huge, but they knew it was the coin here. And they're like, why can't I just buy the coins that I know are hot at the right time? I know they're hot, and then I chase them at the wrong time. This is a beginner rookie move. You know, what it is you're getting good at crypto. You're getting good at reading crypto. You're getting good at finding out market caps, and you're getting really good at research. And you're actually getting good at the charts too, because you're starting to find entries, but your emotions are starting to hurt you. You're letting your emotions take control, and that's where you need the education. So like right now, you come to the channel, you ask about FRA, maybe not you, I'm just the person, and you're like, okay, we should wait for the 618 retracement. We should stay calm, and we shouldn't use emotions. Now, emotions are going to tell you, you're going to miss out. It's going to pump. If you don't get it now, it's over. Right, babe?
Yes.
And you're going to make what?
Bad choices.
That's what's going to happen, right?
Yes.
Why don't you come over here with that peach shirt and tell everyone how good.
Peach, it's red.
Come on in. They love you. Like, they love when they see you. You are a bigger celebrity than me.
A celebrity.
I'm a nobody. You are the
You're
biggest
definitely
thing.
a nobody.
I'm a B, a F celebrity, a G celebrity, right? That's A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, right? Yeah. So you're a what? The whole time? Like,
No, just right now.
oh my, come on screen. They want to see you. You're like, come on, they want to see you. She's gonna come. Oh, she did it. I love this woman.
They've seen us hug so many times. Hi, everybody.
She's the greatest. Oh, you smell good. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. The wifer, they said, wow. Triple checks. Wow. Some people said, wow. Like, that means you're so beautiful that they couldn't believe it. No, they were just, some men just fell on the floor right now. They were just like, wow. Like, she is a dime. She is a dime. Beautiful family is the respectful way of saying that you're hot sauce, babe. That's the nice way of saying it. That's the nice way. That's a respectful way of saying your wife is a mamma mia. She's a dime, somebody said. She's a catch. Only fans. The wife is charming you, Lucky Sam. My local honey. Love their name, Miss. Why for USDT bullish? Super chats, BABYDOGE and LMR. So I'd look for a retracement back to the 21-day moving average here and the 618. Your daily's cooked. All right, your daily's cooked. 4 hours says you could get some moves, but remember, you gotta, it doesn't always. The bigger time frames will take precedent. 1 hour's in a little bit of a flag. You might get a pump, but just remember the bigger time frames are not in your favor. But it doesn't mean you can't. You might get a huge pump, but I would be waiting on the daily. And I'd be trusting in my bigger time frames. I'd put my faith, and not in my emotions, but in the bigger time frames. So let's take a look at LMR, which I have a bottom for here that I've been talking about, Lumerin. You better hold that bottom that I've called publicly 100 times over now. And this is one of my coins that I believe is going to pump up to the 200 SMA. It's only a matter of time. I'm just waiting. Looks like it's going to come pretty soon on this daily, so only a matter of time. And I have a list of all these coins given to all the traders in the trading group. I'll repost that list again if you don't have it. So who here has the list? I want to see everyone say I got the list. Who here has the list? Bitcoin at 22,970. Don't worry, I got this. I'm watching it the whole time. I'm watching Bitcoin for you. If something crazy would have happened, I would have told you immediately. 21,980. And honestly, it's a day that I believe we'll do BABYDOGE. Yeah, I see LMR making a huge move to the upside. Oversold in the 4 hour. 1 hour just has to come on down again. The whole market is indecision on this 1 hour. I have to tell you that. That's the only issue, and that could start a dump. And there's no guarantees, but this just has a high probability of a move to the upside, to that 200 SMA at least. At least. Poles fell out of the flag, but I like this flag. Down a little bit here. But I do like what I'm seeing for this flag here for Poles. A lot of Polka stuff has been popping. Polka Dex, Polka this, it's interesting. So it's starting to tell me something's brewing with Polka. And show me the charts and I'll show you the news. They're expecting possible 25% moves here out of Poles. Polka starter in a flag on the daily. In a flag on the daily. And I post what I can post on the live stream. I'm more detailed when I'm not on the live. But I figured if you're not watching the live, at least you're getting what you need. Please don't call this number ever again. Somerville. Why are you calling me from the Winter Hill gang over here? It was Somerville. So look, that looks nice to me. And you asked about BABYDOGE. The bat phone. BABYDOGE spot on BitGet. Wow, it pumped hard. It was trending last night. I wish I had taken a look. So the daily says it has more legs. See how the daily is curving? That could pump harder. It is high, though, away from the 21-day moving average. Okay. So let's look at what happened here. It made this nice channel. Really? Do you want to give it to me on camera? Oh, is that the Crypto Lifer thing? Oh. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's metal, too. Look what she got me for Valentine's Day. I don't hear anything in there. This is nice. Look at this thing. Yeah. She likes the attention now. She loves it. She loves it.
Oh, you stop that.
She loves it. So look, the 4 hour says we can get a move. We're in a bit of a flag here. All right. 4 hour says we are in a bit of a flag and we can get a move out. The daily says you can continue. BABYDOGE might be the winner today. There's some bearish divvy, I bet, though. I've got a feeling this bearish divvy. What, the RSI doesn't work on this coin? Hold on. What's going on there? It's weird. Look at the RSI just doing a flat line. I've seen that before on some of these coins. I kind of need that. That's weird. Anyway. Where are we going? To get fish. That doesn't sound fun.
We have to eat the Swiss chard.
We're going to have cod or salmon. We're going to have American, New England, Massachusetts cod. Cod for the family. Only cod for everybody here in Massachusetts. Cod for everybody. All right, Lois, we're going to have cod tonight. We're not going to eat salmon. We're going to have cod. Chris, Meg, everybody at the table, we're eating cod. Cod's the best thing in Quahog, and that's it. Chris, go to your room. If you don't like your cod, I'm taking it and I'm giving it to Brian. because he's the dog. You know they. Oh man, she can't deal with it. You know, she wants to, but she just, it's too much for her. So we're watching this inverted head and shoulder. We want to see the 1 hour cool off and make bacon on the beach here. That would be a beautiful entry for BABYDOGE. BABYDOGE. All the way up 50% gains, possibly coming. Possible projection of a BABYDOGE, of a shoulder on BABYDOGE. Possible projection of a shoulder on BABYDOGE. Stamp it. Stamp it. Guys, IMX is going to the moon. Family Guy has a beater running a fish market, but he only likes spaghetti. How about Metaverse? Looks like it's about to rip again. MC, USDT on KuCoin. The Metaverse. Interesting. It's got a double bottom here on the one. It is starting to consolidate after a huge pump. I guess people are sweating this coin. I don't know if it had a high API or something and it's just trash. The 1 hour is a little overbought. 4 hour is curving, showing signs of life. I mean, you're not wrong here. That's interesting. Metaverse may actually make some bacon on the beach. And remember, when we have bacon, we eat beef bacon here at the house. I don't eat pork. It's beef bacon. People think I'm talking about pork bacon. I'm not. I'm talking about beef bacon. Started buying beef bacon from the Muslim store. It's amazing. It's really, really good from this Middle Eastern spot, Sayer Market. They got the best beef bacon in the world. This did pop a little, 18%, came back down. We'll have to take a look at that again. All right. Pork is good, though. Oh, no. Don't do that. Not with my wife in the room. She'll go on a whole tangent about the uric acid and da-da-da-doo-doo, and, she'll tell you. So we already went over Immutable X. It's at the top of the channel. I wouldn't be surprised if it made it back to the bottom of the channel again. I'm watching this nice consolidation before it lifts off. So, and with that, everybody, I'm out for the day. We'll take one look at Bitcoin. We'll get that music kind of bouncing back in there, and then we're jumping on out. My wife is staring a hole in my left cheek. It feels like a laser beam that's going through. I can feel it on my tooth. She didn't laugh when I looked at her too, and the stare got even worse when I looked at her direction. It got strong, as if like there was an infrared beam on it that was getting Anyway, I'm being serious. Now she's looking down at the baby because she doesn't want the baby to get hurt. Hi, baby. I put the baby up, but she's not allowed to come on screen anymore. We've decided it's too intimate, and she's too cute. And so it is what it is. I want to keep that cuteness all to my little old self. And honestly, nobody asked her if she wanted to be online. You know what I mean? So I don't want her to wake up one day and be like, and you didn't even ask me. And you put me out there. So you got to respect her unwishes, if that makes any sense. So we're watching Bitcoin in the flag that we talked about. Kind of like what we're seeing here. Consolidation. Just continue. 15-minute. You could say it was in this falling wedge flag that already broke out or trying to break out. Not too shabby. Let's look at our 7-minute. Get some more information from it. All right. Falling wedge. Breaking out on the 7. 7-minute suggests it's about to pump. Look at this. Looks like we're about to get a 7-minute short squeeze, in my humble opinion. Every time we've seen this, we've got a massive short squeeze. Let's take a look. We can see the liquidity on BOOKMAP above us. I didn't mess up BOOKMAP today, babe. I didn't mess up BOOKMAP, babe. 22,400. A little bit of order here at 22,001. So no, we don't have the huge dangled order, but we could start seeing it, and they could spoof. Doesn't mean it's none of this is guaranteed. I want to make that clear. But a lot of times we have seen us move up. There's more liquidity here. This kind of started to kind of fall off. If we shrink it down, there's way more sell. Buys and sells are pretty even. We do have this massive buy at 20,005. Suggests that this guy thinks we could still go lower. That's kind of scary. Whenever a big order is down there, he usually says he's not that, why does he believe that he could fill at 28,002? I believe that's the CME gap, which, 95% of CME gaps get filled. We'll talk about that, and then I'm out of here for the live. So, I wouldn't, there's a squeeze right there. The 7-minute is suggesting a short squeeze. We don't get any real corroboration, but look at the 7. See that turn to the upside? This would put Bitcoin back at 22,800. This would pump a lot of the 3L tokens. I'd watch this flag for Bitcoin to the upside right now. And at the end of the day, we're waiting for the 1 hour to reset. And honestly, it might actually just continue to blast right now. Let's watch this 7-minute time frame. And I'll keep you privy in my trading group. What we don't want to see is an M pattern here. So if we do pump out, we want to make sure that we get all the way up to this target and that we don't make an M and dump back to the downside. So that's what we'll be watching on the 7. In about 2 hours, this will play out. Maybe even less, an hour and a half. And we'll find out where we stand. Let's see if we can make a high above 22,300 and Bitcoin can continue to the outside. This stochastic and this MACD and this 7-minute suggest that we are going to see a $22,700 Bitcoin not too long from now. But only time will tell. And nothing is guaranteed. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Remember, I teach class today from 3 to 5:30 Eastern Time. Jump on into class. It's $99, $60 if you join the trading group. Make that last-minute decision. You know you're not doing anything this afternoon. You already decided to stay home from work, or you're already home from work, or you quit your job. Whatever you're doing, take this class. Get the education. Get the education. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to give you everything you need to get started, to get going, and inspire you and motivate you. Come to class today from 3 to 5:30. Don't play yourself. I'll see you there live. It's on Zoom. All right? Thank you so much for coming into my home, for chilling with me and my 6 screens for a beautiful 2 hours. I'll be back tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. I hope you made some gains. I hope you found some wins. I hope you learned something. And I hope you had a blast and were entertained. That's the most important thing. I hope you're feeling good about your life. Hope you're feeling positive and you're in a loving mood. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Thought tonight maybe, but I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. back for another live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Stay blessed. If you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life.